Okay, Trey, how you doing? Let's go ahead and take a look. So we've got the one thing I'm a little confused about is how these are marked. You've got TBM1 for truly make believe. So TMB1 and TMB2, TMB3 and TMB4. I'm not real sure what these represent. For example, TMB1 and TMB2. Is TMB1 the front side of the first example and TMB2 the back side of the first example? And that would make the TMB3 the front side of the second example and TMB4 the back side of the second example. But don't forget, we need three different examples of fronts and backs. So that's a total of 6 sketches representing 3 different trifolds, front and back, right? So I'm not real sure how this presentation works out. So if we're looking at this TBM 1 and 2 as the front and back cover of the first example, we see this would be the front cover, right? This would be the back cover, but the problem is we don't have any contact information. Typically, we place the contact information either on the front cover or the back cover or both, but we don't see that here. And then over here, this looks like it's a front, and this also looks like it's a front. So I'm not specifically clear on how you intend the trifold to look. Now, don't forget, take a look at the lecture, the course lecture. And let me jump over to show you what I'm talking about. But this is the planning document for project 2. So I'm going to go back. Let me see, where are we here? I'm going to go to this project 2, project 2 part 1 planning and sketching from week 4. I'm going to open that up and let's take a look at the requirements for this assignment, Trey. I think this will help quite a bit as soon as my computer decides to load correctly. So if anything, you get a chance to see how slow my computer really is, right? Okay, here's what I'm after. Week 4, project 2, part 1, planning and sketches. So let's jump over here and take a look. So we see all of our considerations, and this is really important to go through, I mean, you have to understand all of these in identifying the different panels of the trifold brochure in order to successfully design the trifold brochure. And I've got my dummy over here somewhere that I'm using. Here it is right here. So what I recommend you do is to take a 8.5 by 11 piece of paper, okay, and fold it trifold. Okay, so here's the paper, fold it 1/3 and 1/3. Fold the trifold, then take a pencil and start to sketch this out. So, and right on it, front cover, like I have right here, front cover, okay? Then back cover. Now, when you open that up and you take a look at it, you'll see that configuration as this. On one half of the 2 sides, on the first of the 2 sides, this panel would be the front cover, this panel would be the back cover. So again, this panel would be the front cover, this panel would be the back cover. If this is your front cover, this won't work. It won't fold together correctly. So you definitely want to fold up your mock-up and make sure you understand how all the panels work with each other. The next thing I would like you to do is go to the announcements area, and in the week 4 announcement, let me see. There's some information pertinent to the completion and submission of this assignment located in the week 4 announcements. And as soon as this decides to open, wow, am I running slow today? This is crazy. Okay, so week 4. Here's welcome to week 4. So if you take a look at that, you can see there's the welcome to week 4. Over here, we have the role of color and design. So we go through this, and there's all sorts of really good stuff here in font combinations, color use, etc. That all can be applied to the trifold brochure, but more specific to the trifold brochure. And in addition to color, I want you to take a look at this announcement, -M-N- old style figure small caps. This is a video tutorial on to set up and use these elements, which I'll be looking for in the trifold brochure. But now, welcome to week 5 is where we really get into things. And this is it has to do with branding. So this is directly associated with your trifold project. Again, we've got these are here for your inspiration examples that you can take a look at. Then we get over here into how to design a trifold brochure. And this, you really want to comb through this and really spend some time taking a look at this. Once you do that, you'll understand, or you will understand after recomposing your sketches, you'll understand exactly how production-wise, how to set up the folder. My other good written rationale here, one thing I would recommend here, and it looks like your font choices are addressing the children. Okay, so this is truly make-believe. It's an organization that approaches sick and terminal children to try to lift their spirits in assorted ways, right? So basically what I'm seeing here is these look like you're directing your typeface choices towards children. And in a way, that's okay to a limited amount, but you can't present body copy in any of these typefaces because it just won't be readable. And again, that's directly from class lectures regarding the legibility and readability of typefaces. And the caveat therein is to beware the use of decorative and novelty typefaces, as they are not specifically readable and or legible. So be careful there. Okay, my final recommendation is this, is that things like this, you've just got all sorts of things kind of placed, but I don't see where the typographic information goes. Do you see what I'm saying? So don't forget, first and foremost, this class is in type and layout, so we really need to include formatted typography in the trifold brochure. Okay, Trey, so I hope my comments aren't discouraging. I'm trying to be as helpful as possible here. So again, I don't want to sound discouraging, but I don't think this specific presentation really covers exactly what we're looking for. Now you've got one of two choices. You can recompose a sketch for the trifold brochure, or you can just take my comments and move into trifold brochure design and development. I would have liked to have seen you post this earlier in the week. That way you could have taken this critique information and applied it to your final submission for this assignment. Do you see what I'm saying? So typically what a lot of students do and really find success in coming in, taking the specific assignments, and this week it's Project 2, Part 1, which is covered in the critique, and you post it darn early here in the critique so that you can get comments and feedback. You can apply those to your comments and to your work, apply those comments and feedback to your work, and then resubmit addressing all the issues that were brought up in critique. It's a great formula, really, because it ensures that if you address what's mentioned in critique, you'll get a great grade on the actual submission. Note that the critique is always due before the final submission, the intent there being that you are able and have time to address the comments presented in critique and apply those to your final submission. Okay, so the most important thing at this point, Trey, is that if you get with me quickly if you have any questions, comments, or need any clarification at all. Okay, thank you very much.